The biggest financial mistake people make is the one everyone tells you is responsible, playing it safe. This mindset quietly shrinks opportunities and keeps you financially stuck while making you feel smart for doing it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what the safety trap is and give you an exact actionable framework to avoid it in your life. This is part of a 4-video series where I tell you exact wealth traps keeping you stuck where you are. My name is Tazafar and I've spent years being a successful investor with 6-digit plus returns and an entrepreneur with expertise in sales. And after analyzing how wealthy individuals actually build wealth over time, one pattern becomes obvious. They don't optimize for safety, they optimize for risk-adjusted upside. But most people are trained to do the exact opposite, and that creates what I call the safety trap. Let's start with something important. Seeking safety is not stupidity, it's biology. Your brain evolved in an environment where uncertainty means danger. If something's unpredictable, it can be a threat. If it's unknown, it's a risk. Loss equals problems in survival. So your brain learned a simple rule. Preserve what you have, avoid exposure, minimize downside, the caveman life. That strategy was great. It kept humans alive for thousands of years. But modern wealth doesn't come from survival. It comes from strategic exposure. Now here's where things become dangerous. What people call safety is often just predictability. A stable paycheck, a stable routine, stable expectations. Predictability feels like protection, but financially, predictability often means limited upside. If outcomes are controlled, growth is capped. Safety gives you stability. I will yield on that, but takes away skill. You don't lose big, but you can't win big either. And wealth is built from asymmetry. Limited downside, unlimited upside. Safety removes asymmetry completely. Now, to understand this correctly, we need to look at our psychological wealth loop. The psychological wealth loop consists of 3 things: belief, behavior, and outcome. Now let's look at belief first. You believe if I protect myself from loss, I'll be financially secure. That feels rational, but it assumes prevention leads to growth, which is false. This kind of belief leads to a behavior. The behavior is you avoid investing early, you delay starting businesses, you stay in low growth environments, you reject uncertain opportunities, and you wait until things feel guaranteed. But guarantee removes upside. By the time something feels safe, the opportunity is already priced in. And this behavior leads to an outcome. The outcome is years have passed, your income grows, but it's very slow, your opportunities shrink, and your risk tolerance decreases. And financial ceiling becomes permanent. Not because of bad luck, but because of strategic avoidance. You never reach your potential. Now here's what makes the safety trap so powerful. Society rewards it. People praise stability. People admire caution. People celebrate predictability. They say, good job getting a stable career. Smart move avoiding risk. You're being responsible. But responsibility for survival is not responsibility for wealth creation. Those are different systems. Most people measure risk incorrectly. They focus on immediate loss, but the true cost of safety is time, and time is compounding in both directions. Imagine someone avoids investing for 10 years because they want certainty. They feel protected, no losses, no volatility. But what actually happened? They lost 10 years of compounding growth. The loss is invisible, but it's massive. Now here's a mathematical reality check. Wealth grows exponentially, which means delay is destructive. Every year of safety shrinks lifetime upside. And once time is gone, it cannot be recovered with effort. Now let's look at a real life example. There are 2 professionals, both intelligent, both disciplined, both earning good income. Person A keeps safety first. He keeps saving in low return accounts. He avoids investing until fully ready, waits for the perfect business idea, prioritizes job stability above all. 10 years later, he has limited opportunity exposure. Financial life is stable but capped, and yearly depreciation is killing him. Now let's look at person B. He is a strategic exposure thinker. He invested early with calculated risk. He accepts volatility as cost of growth. He tests opportunities gradually, and he builds optionality. 10 years later, he has compounding returns. He has expanded his income streams. He has increased his opportunity access, and his financial life is uncertain but expanding. Same effort, different philosophy, different future. Now here's the psychological core. Safety reduces anxiety. Growth increases anxiety. So people unconsciously choose emotional comfort or financial expansion. They optimize for how decisions feel instead of what decisions produce. And over time, comfort becomes addiction. So let's talk about an actionable framework. How do you escape the safety trap? Not by becoming reckless, but by redefining risk correctly. You use this framework. Step number 1, you separate survival risk from growth risk. Survival risk threatens your basic stability. Growth risk threatens your comfort. Most financial decisions are growth risk, not survival risk. You have to treat them differently. Step number 2, evaluate asymmetry. You ask yourself, what is my downside if this fails? What is my upside if it works? If upside massively exceeds downside, safety is irrational. And step number 3, you use controlled exposures. You don't need full commitment. Use incremental positioning, small investments, small tests, small experiments. Safety is not avoidance. Safety is controlled participation. Anytime you're presented with an opportunity or you come up with an idea, always ask yourself this one thing. What future options disappear if I do nothing? Inaction is a decision and it has consequences. My friends, once you understand this, you stop defining safety as protection, you define safety as adaptability. You stop asking, how do I avoid risk? And you start asking, how do I manage exposure intelligently? This is how strategic thinkers operate. They don't chase comfort, they design advantages. But even when people escape the safety trap, something else stops them. Something deeper, more emotional, more primal. The fear of loss itself. In the next episode, you'll see how loss aversion controls financial behavior and why fear makes people sabotage their own growth even when they know better. New videos every Wednesday.